our lives one vlog at a time. So this week has been kind of normal. I wouldn't say it was like super busy, but it was the last week of school. And on Monday, I gave Holly her gift. It was unicorn slippers and she loved them. It was also in choir, we were doing Secret Santa and I had gotten Savannah, but I got her really cool stuff. And I also had gotten a Secret Santa. The first day I got sour cream and onion potato chips, which are my favorite at the moment. The second day I got candy, which I can't eat, but that was okay. I know who my Secret Santa is now, but I didn't then. And then on Wednesday, I got this very pretty ornament, and it was sparkly, and it had music on it, and it was about Jesus, and that was like all of my favorite things. And then on Thursday, my Secret Santa revealed who they were, and it ended up being Holli, and I was so shocked, because Holli, I love you, but you're horrible at keeping secrets. So I was so surprised. She gave me my last Secret Santa gift, and it was 3 things of nail polish and 2 bath bombs. And I've already used 1 bath bomb, and it was cherry blossom, and it smelled so good. It made my skin very soft, and it kind of turned like the bathtub like pink. It was so cool. So yeah. And then now it's winter break, and today is Christmas Eve, and I'm wearing my ugly Christmas sweater. And it says, "Oh dear," and it has a picture of Rudolph on it. Also, yesterday I got my hair cut, and I have it up right now, so I can't really show you. So I got it layered, so that way it'll be easier to dry and style. And then also, I got my nails done. Oh, that's right. It's this new thing called Next Gen, and it's powder nail polish. So what they do is they put like this activator nail like polish thingy, and then they dip your fingers in the powder. And they had a lot of colors, but they had the sparkly one, and I thought it looked super cool and I could wear it. It was just so cool. It's kind of like holographic, and I love holographic stuff. Yeah, and then tomorrow is Christmas. I'm super excited. People keep asking me, like, what do you think you're gonna get? Like, what do you think you're gonna get? And honestly, I have no idea. Like, I have no clue. I haven't seen any hints. Like, I gave them a Christmas list, but I don't know if they actually got me that stuff, which is fine because I'll love whatever they get me, but like, I have no idea what I'm going to get. I love what I got my parents. I really hope they enjoy it. I think they will. I got stuff that, they really enjoy. I got a debit card, which is super cool. I think I said that last week, but whatever. And so I did a little bit of spending. So I went on Amazon and I ordered a phone case because my other one, like my purple one, it was just getting kind of gross and old. We'll do another clip of my phone case. And then I also got a new backpack because my backpack, I bought it from Walmart, so it wasn't going to last the entire year. So I ordered one off of Amazon, and it's super cute. I love it so much, and it was a really good price. It was only like 33 bucks, which is not bad for like a good quality backpack. I almost forgot. I also wanted to tell you that I got a new jacket because my old one, the zipper broke, and it made me really sad because I enjoyed that jacket. It was a good jacket and it lasted for a long time. So I got a new one from Ross, and it's actually really cute, and it's very it's comfy and it keeps me warm, and I like it a lot. And I also got myself, well, I didn't buy it for myself, but I also got a new dress, and it's like this maroonish color, and it has really like big sleeves, and I love stuff with big sleeves. It's so cute. And I wore it yesterday to Christmas service. And speaking of Christmas service, I sang at Serenity, which is like my dream. I've sang in Horizons and I've sang at Youth, but Serenity is something that it's a place that I hold very dear to my heart, and that was extremely special to me. I sang Silent Night and I messed up big time, but that was okay. I still did pretty good, I would say. On Tuesday, I was invited to a birthday party to go ice skating, and it was really fun. I had a great time. I was actually not bad. I only fell twice, and it was like pitiful falls. Like, I was doing the splits, and then I just kind of had to like touch the ground. But it was super fun, and I was pretty good just because I've had years of experience because I've been rollerblading and stuff before, and I was really good at that. I used to actually own a pair of rollerblades, and so I just used my experience from rollerblades and put that into ice skating, and it was lots of fun. Also, on Thursday, we had our Christmas concert for the entire school, and it went well. It was honestly nothing special, to be honest. It was lots of fun, and I enjoyed it. I also got a new pair of boots. After I told you I went on a spending spree, I got a new pair of boots. I got a basket because my desk had broke, and so I needed something to store my stuff in. And I got some socks to go with my boots. And I also got Elaina a gift, but unfortunately she was sick, so I'm gonna have to wait and give it to her maybe a little bit later. We also baked some cookies for the holiday season, and also a bunch of people that we have to feed today and tomorrow. We also made some cookies shaped like bunnies. We made a chocolate chip bunny, which is supposed to be Captain Jack because he's two different colors. And then we also made a sour cream cookie one, which is just white, and we named it Taco because, I mean, like, Taco is black, but like the cookie was only one color and Taco's only one color. I can't wait for tomorrow, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!
Hi, my name is Nicholas, and something good happened today. And today is Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, guys. And, well, if it's not Christmas there, if it's not Christmas that year, how was just something? Happy Valentine's or Happy Thanksgiving. Since it's Christmas Eve, well, we opened one present. And the present was this. I know, it's so fluffy. Like you could fluff it to the screen. It's so fluffy. And I bet it'll be all rough. I bet it will look good when it's like 250. Like 250s. That's the future. That's probably when I get really old. And on Sunday, I was at Metro Leaf, and I was on a skateboard. I don't know how to ride skateboards, and I actually did it for a little bit. Then I wanted to get off because it's scary when you do it on the first time. I wanted to show my mom and dad because I actually almost did it for a little bit, and it didn't turn out so well. I did it, but then I flipped, and then I fell on the ground. Like, I just flipped in the air and then fell. Well, not really a flip. I just went in the air for a little bit and then fell. Like in cartoons. And you guys, you know about Brett. If you haven't seen that video, go and see it. And if you have seen it, you'll understand. And Brett is one of my favorite friends. He might come over to my house today. He won't. But, Brett, I actually saw him at school. We're best friends. We're BFFs. And we know that we're at the same we know that we're at the same school, so we know that we might see each other. And I saw him. He actually saw me. I couldn't see him. And so he shouted my name. And then, I said, and then I saw him. I was like, oh, hi. And then it made me smile. And I was walking away from him. And on Wednesday was the best day ever. But not really. I can't have pizza. Only if it's dairy-free. And the pizza wasn't dairy-free. So I couldn't have any pizza. But on Wednesday, we watched the Polar Express. And we did a party at school. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And on Thursday, there's not really a friend. It's a friend that kind of like he punched me in the chest, and I almost kind of cried about that because he could punch all the air out of my chest and can't breathe. So that's why I almost cried about that. But luckily he didn't punch all the air out of my lungs or something. Yeah, I told him that I could have died. And on Friday, I've been kind of sick, just vomiting and stuff. No, not vomiting. That was like a lot of weeks ago. Well, I just kind of felt sick. Just wasn't really a great day. And I haven't slept for 2.5 days. I still have a lot of energy, which is good. And I'm gonna go to my dad's, well, not to my dad's house, but my dad's mom's house. I'm gonna be there until probably 9 p.m. So I'm gonna bring my nip pillow in the car because I'm not gonna take a nap. So I might fall asleep in the car. And bye.
Merry Christmas Eve, family. I am very excited that today is December 24th. We've waited a long time, like a whole year for this day. And so we are about to pack up all of our gifts and all of our food this year. Well, every year we go to Umberto's mom's for Christmas Eve, and it's always fun because we get to celebrate with his family and our family within 24 hours. So I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody and watching the kids open gifts and eating everybody's good food. I baked cookies today. Umberto baked cookies yesterday. He made chocolate chip cookies. And I made my mom's famous sour cream cookies, which I really kind of thought that I screwed up, and I'm not very good at them. I'm not as good at them as what she is. They're just effortless for her. For me, I always have to try, and I still screwed something up. But they turned out okay. I tasted one. This has been just kind of a normal, run-of-the-mill, mundane week. I did have a tiny personal disaster earlier in the week as my flat iron died. So I am working on plan B right now, which is to wear a Santa hat, which is seasonally appropriate and covers up all the things I can't fix about my hair right now. Umberto ordered me a new flat iron, which I got in. I think it's a HSI brand, and it's got really, really good reviews, and probably would work on someone with less hair, but I think I just kind of have too much hair for it. My hair is very fine, but I have a whole lot of it, even though it's short, and so I think we're probably going to return that one, and I'm going to look for something else that works when my hair isn't straightened. It's really, really, really curly, and so it takes quite a bit to pull it out straight. So anyway, check back next week. I guess I'll be reviewing my new flat irons as they come in. So HSI, not for me, but still working on my eyelashes. I don't know if there's anything actually going on. I kind of think that there is, but when I tell myself that maybe, I don't know. I hope they're getting longer. That's all I can say is I hope they're getting longer. Umberto has some before and after pictures. Maybe he'll throw them in up here. I think I'm at like 3 weeks now, maybe. So anyway, I think it's supposed to take like 2 or 3 months before you see any results. So I'm not discouraged. I'm going to keep doing it because I really want pretty eyelashes, like every other person in my family has. And so I will keep working on that. Nicholas got a little bit of a cold this week, or what we thought was a cold. He's had like a dry, hacky cough for a couple weeks, and we just thought it was his allergies. He gets dark circles under his eyes. The doctor calls them shiners. When his allergies are bad, he kind of had that. But then Thursday at like 4 o'clock in the morning, he woke up with this really croupy sounding cough. He's always been prone to croup. He's had it since he was a tiny baby. It's a very scary sounding cough, but we've come to not panic as much about it because we know now that it just sounds worse than what it really is. We let it go for a day or two, and then I decided to take him into the doctor. The doctors put him on a steroid, so he seems to be doing better. He's never acted super sick, although he was sad, which is one of the ways our kids get when they're sick. He came in the other night. Well, he's coughing in the background. I don't know if you'll be able to hear him or not, but the other night he came in and just bottom lip out, and I said, "What do you need? What can I do to make you feel better?" And he said, "I just need to cry for a little bit." So he climbed in bed and he cried for a little bit, and he got out. And one of my favorite things about Nicholas is he will tell you exactly what he needs. It's a fantastic trait to Nicholas's future wife. I don't know if we've done anything, but you are welcome, because he will always tell you exactly what he needs. Sometimes it's a hug, sometimes he needs more attention. The other night he said that he thought that if he could just snuggle with us, that he could calm down and go to sleep. So climbed in bed, snuggled for a minute, right off to bed. So anyway, I kind of think that maybe that's all I've got. We did some Christmassy things this week. We went and saw the fire station lights. Watched the Polar Express today. That's kind of a tradition. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Just a whole lot of gifts and food tomorrow and whatever. So anyway, Merry Early Christmas, family, 2017. I am hoping that 2018 is a good year. So anyway, see you next week.
Hey there, family, it's Umberto, and as it was mentioned, today is Christmas Eve, and this week, actually, considering that it's been the week that's coming up to the holiday, hasn't actually been too bad. I did have to work, of course, this week, Monday through Friday, but I got some good news on Monday, an email from my boss saying that for this Friday, they were going to let us have the opportunity to leave at noon, as long as everything was caught up and we were ready. And so I made sure that I got everything done and was able to leave at noon. And I'm actually going to be off all next week. So I'm really looking forward to being off for a while and being able to hang out with everybody and being able to do hopefully some fun stuff after we get through Christmas and all that fun stuff. So we'll be able to try out maybe some of the presents that we get for tomorrow and actually tonight. Because tonight on Christmas Eve, we go to my mom's house and celebrate Christmas in the evening. And I think this year we've been told that they actually got hired somebody to come and dress as Santa. So I'm not sure exactly what that's going to mean for us tonight, but I'm sure it'll be fun, and I'm sure it'll be fine. And I always look forward to my mom's cooking. She does a really great job. Or one of the things that I think I mentioned on the last video was that I was trying to look for the decorations for our house. I know I didn't want to put up the lights this year because it's just kind of a lot of work especially since we had done it so late. But I was able to find the presents and the Snoopy that we have been putting out for the last few years. And we got that put up. And then we went to, I'm trying to remember, I think it might have been Ross or something. And we were looking for Elaina a new jacket, and she also got a dress. But we found one of those laser light decorations. And the one that we found was one that had both for Christmas and for Halloween. And it had both the green and then the green and red laser lights. And it actually, we tested it out when we first got home, and it was pretty neat. Granted, once it gets really far away, it's not as bright, but fairly close up, it's pretty bright. And I was able to put it on a shrub that's right in front of our house and point it to the main part of our house, and it actually looks pretty good. So that was a fairly easy decoration, just needed a couple of extension cords, and that really was about it. Also this week, I actually had the opportunity to watch two movies that I've kind of been wanting to watch. One of them was Baby Driver, which I've heard a lot of good things about, and that a lot of the movie is actually set to music. So as you're watching scenes, and the beats are going, things are happening, and even in certain cases, the spoiler if you haven't seen it, during one of the songs, the words from the song are actually shown like as graffiti or signs or something in the background that you can see. And the other movie that I got to watch was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I really enjoyed the first one, and I hadn't seen the second one. and it finally came to Netflix actually, so I kind of watched it during the week when I could, and it was actually pretty funny and it was really good, so glad I got to see that. And then the only other thing I think that happened this week was we did bake some cookies, and when I was doing the chocolate chip cookie recipe, we had putting in pretty much the last batch. We still had a little bit of dough left, and we decided to make a bunny, I think as Elaina mentioned. And so I made sure to take a before picture, and I teased a fail picture afterwards once it was baked. And sure enough, it looked pretty good in the before it was cooked, and I'll put a picture of that. And then, of course, after it baked, it sort of expanded a little bit, so we ended up with a pretty chubby bunny for the chocolate chip one. Pam made some of the sour cream cookies, and Elaina wanted to do another bunny as well with that. And that one, I took the before picture, and she had stepped out of the kitchen, and just before we put it in, I also made a couple of round little pieces of dough as well. And then she actually took it out, and I'm like, oh no, it pooped. So I'll show a picture of that as well, how that one came out. But it also got kind of chubby too. So we're not the best at making shapes, I guess, with cookies. So we'll kind of keep working on that. But that's really about it for this week for me. And looking forward to Christmas Eve tonight and Christmas Day tomorrow. And just being off this week and getting some time off from work and being able to enjoy some time with the family. So we'll talk to you all next week. Bye.